Welcome back. Now for our last segment today, joining me is Joanna and Marie. Thank you, ladies, for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So we have a special show coming on, Marie.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us what it is and what it's all about?
It's an annual art show. This will be the 6th year for it. It's held at the Waterside Inn in Port Credit. This year it's on April the 8th and 9th.
Yep.
Runs from 11 to 5.
Yep.
And all the information is on the website, artsonthecredit.ca.
So this is your sixth
time.
Why did you get involved with this?
You know, in Port Credit, well, in Mississauga, totally, art galleries just are hard to sustain. And in Port Credit, when we began this, there had been maybe 6 at least small art galleries, and they just closed one after the other. So the artists, particularly local ones, beginning emerging artists, had nowhere to show their work.
Right.
So we began this show. We wanted it to be high-end. We wanted it to be primarily Mississauga artists, which it still is, but we've grown over the years, so now we're including Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton, Dundas, Toronto. So there's quite a mix of areas now that are drawn into the show, and I think they all come for the same reason. They just need a place to showcase their work.
Joanna, now you're an artist.
Yes, I am.
We won't get into what's going on back here just yet. Why is this event so special for you?
Well, I try to exhibit as much as I can during the year, and I just finished artist project in Toronto. I was exhibitor there, and I do 2 or 3 times a year juried shows, and this show is new to me, but I very much appreciate the opportunity to show again.
You know, as an artist, as a painter, I always ask, when do you get the ideas? Like, where does the inspiration sometimes come from?
Well, I have inspiration around me, primarily Canadian landscape.
You're not going to paint a picture of me, are you?
I could. I do the figurative as well. I did lately a Bowie and the Prince, which sold immediately.
Okay, good.
But my landscapes don't sell as much. However, I am very much influenced by what I see around me, and particularly Canadian landscape that is so endangered by pollution. I try to give it a voice by painting it and exhibiting it.
Let's talk about this picture right here.
Okay.
Let's go for it. What's this picture? What's inspired? Because there's a lot going on in this picture.
You're quite right.
Yes.
This picture is called Many Faces. And I always was interested in looking at the trees and seeing in the trunks of the trees faces. So can you guess how many faces there are? And the clue is not on tree trunks.
That's not on tree trunks?
Not only.
Not only.
I would say 8.
Well, let's see. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I knew there was another one.
See, I thought this was a face.
No, but 5 it is.
5?
Yep.
Make sure you're not cheating me here. Okay, 5 it is. Okay.
Well, what inspired this painting was my residency on Toronto Island in the summertime, and there are black willows, beautiful trees, 200 years old, and their trunks are so heavy that they fall off, leaving exactly what's underneath the trunk, faces. So I was so inspired by mystery of that's what inspired this painting.
So we actually have some paintings that we're going to be able to go to. Maybe you could speak to the paintings?
Okay. This is another one that I created with the nature. And this one is called Dream Weekend. And I just pictured myself in this beautiful setting, in a beautiful cottage as it is there. And I just, every time I look at it, I'm imagining I live there. And this one is this painting right here.
We won't talk about that one. We'll go back to that one live. Yeah.
Okay.
That one?
Okay, this one is influenced by Peruvian artist Shishla.
Nice.
whose colors I just love, and he incorporated a lot of Indian patterns and spirituality, and that's what influenced me in this one as well. I did use cutouts because my medium is collage, so this is what I used as my own.
Mary, why is it important for the community to get involved in this event?
Well, it brings people from outside the community into the community to grow the businesses there, to introduce them to the area, what goes on in that area. And it just, it brings vitality to the community, color, and just something going on other than, I posted something yesterday and just left this thought, like, imagine the world or your environment without any art in it, any color, any culture, and music, and any form of art, really. I'm not just talking about visual art, but any form of art, yes.
Well, I want to cut you off real quick because we have about a minute to go, and I just would like you to quickly talk about the painting behind you right quickly.
Okay, this painting is titled Blossoms, and since I work in collage only, paper collage is my medium, I am sometimes lacking the source because magazines, high quality magazines, don't give me large areas. So I have to paint my own papers and paste them onto the canvas. And this one actually shows a possibility of having large pieces of paper against the small ones, which are
beautiful.
detailed.
So right quickly, Mary, when's the event?
April 8th and 9th,
and
Waterside Inn.
And we're all going to get involved.
Yes, please
Sounds like a plan.
Please do.
We'll see you guys next time right here with more Local View.